Your hour of Thrive Time begins now with your host, Jay Maymi, on the Jay Maymi Talk Show, Lifestyle Edition.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Jay Maymi Talk Show. I mentioned in the beginning of this program that I was specifically excited about today's show because as we're turning the corner on a brand new year, I know that health and wellness is on everybody's mind, especially weight loss. The beginning of the year, me as a personal trainer, I know people look to lose weight in the beginning of the year. That's one of those big goals. And we've been hearing a lot recently about weight loss solutions and pharmaceutical-grade weight loss solutions. You don't have to go very far to hear what's happening with the FDA and all these different situations that are happening and warnings and so on. So I wanted to bring value to today's show because this is the Lifestyle Edition. I wanted to bring value to my listening audience with regards to the whole dilemma of weight loss. And I couldn't think of anyone better to have that conversation with than the co-founder and CEO of First Fitness Nutrition. He's been on the show before, always brought value. We've had conversations about gut health, collagen, weight loss, but we're excited because there's a nutritional breakthrough that's happening. And First Fitness and Nigel Branson is at the helm of that. I happen to be a part of their convention this weekend. I had a chance to meet some of the folks, spoke there, and I was just blown away by this breakthrough. So it really lined itself well with the topic of today's conversation, which is mastering the weight loss dilemma, the weight loss mystery. And Nigel Branson is back on the show. Welcome to the Jay Maymi Talk Show.
Well, thank you very much, Jay. Excited to be here.
All right. Nigel, I want to dive right into and pick your brain and find out the goodness that you've got to share with the audience. But there's a craze right now. You don't have to go very far. You go online, you read all the headlines about weight loss and weight loss solutions. It's as old as age and it keeps revamping and evolving. But there's a current craze that I'm reading headlines about semaglutides. And most people don't understand that and the correlation of weight loss. Before we dive into anything else, what is that correlation and what should people know about it?
Well, a lot of people are not even familiar with the term semaglutide. So I often say to people, have you ever heard of the ad Ozempic or Wegovy? Mm-hmm. And you'll find a lot of people don't even know those names. Even though they are spending hundreds of millions of dollars on advertising, it's still relatively new, but it is very, very popular. Semaglutide is the actual ingredient that was designed to help people with diabetes. What's unique about the clinical testing from this drug was 85 to 90% of all people with type 2 diabetes at one stage are either obese or were overweight. So when they were doing the clinical studies for this drug semaglutide to help with diabetes, they noticed that a significant amount of the people being tested were losing weight as well. Mm-hmm. And that was the direct correlation between obesity and diabetes.
Okay.
So you've got this drug that's helping with diabetes, but it's also helping control blood sugar levels. And so the semaglutide actually works by helping to reduce people's eating. Mm-hmm. It's reducing their hunger. Now, while it's doing that, it's also increasing a hormone called the GLP-1, glucagon peptide 1 receptor, which is in the brain. And this signals the body not to want to eat as much as they normally would. But this doesn't come without a price. Mm-hmm. Because generally speaking, when these drugs are approved, they're approved based on limited clinicals. But the long-term effects can be quite devastating. And what you're noticing now is a lot of side effects are coming from these drugs. Nausea, constipation, stomach cramping, just to mention a few. In fact, I was looking at the commercials the other day. If you take the Wegovy commercial, it's 1 minute and 29 seconds. They only spend 34 seconds on how positive the drug is, and then the rest of it's about all the potential side effects.
We've seen those, yes.
Same thing with Ozempic. But there's something unique about this. We're supposed to be living in an incredibly tough economic situation. Gas prices, food cost, everything's going up. Mm-hmm. And people complain about that. Yet, when it comes to what's important to an individual, they seem to find the money. For example, these drugs, for the most part, cost anywhere between $1,200 and $1,500 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And for the vast majority of people, it's not covered by their health insurance unless they have type 2 diabetes or have symptoms of diabetes. So people are finding the $1,200 to $1,500 a month to get on these injections, and they're not even going to get results for at least 8 weeks. So that means your average person is finding $2,500 in a bad economy and not even expecting to get a result until 8 weeks. So that has to tell you something about the importance of people wanting to look good and feel good about themselves.
Yeah, I've always said for a lot of people, vanity is priority.
Absolutely.
I mean, as you're sharing this, I know people personally, Nigel, that have taken the pharmaceutical stuff, right? And they've experienced the side effects. Yeah, they did lose weight, but at what cost? Not only physically, but also financially. And you're right. We live in a time where people cannot afford, these high prices to look good, but yet they still do. So
I called my head scientist and I said to him, is there a natural, plant-based solution that we could bring out that would help people with obesity? And what I took away from the drug was the blood sugar glucose issue. And when you think about these diabetics that were taking this drug, it was designed to control and stabilize their blood sugar levels. Well, the vast majority of Americans that are overweight have type 2 diabetes symptoms that have never been diagnosed. So if you think about the blood regulation issue, the blood sugar regulation issue in people that are overweight, imagine if we could have a product that could help control healthy blood sugars, could control the appetite, could target thermogenic fat burning. That's what I set out to. I didn't set out to compete with the drug. I set out to be unique and to have a plant-based, scientifically advanced solution that would help people stop the struggle of losing weight and lose weight naturally, not by going on a diet, by adapting a healthy lifestyle, using 2 plant-based supplements that would have no side effects and absolutely control your appetite, control your regulate your blood sugar levels, and help you burn fat. In conjunction with an incredible lifestyle eating plan and an optimal intermittent fasting option. You take products, healthy menu, intermittent fasting, put those 3 together, and you've got a recipe for success.
You know, one of the things you said there, and I want to pick up on that recipe for success, because I was really impressed when I saw that. But I believe that you mentioned that people that are overweight, they have the symptoms of being diabetic. They don't pay attention. They don't really do the follow-up on it at all until it's too late. And that goes back to ignorance and lack of awareness. I think above anything, one of the things that you're doing that's impressive, and I think that's why you're going to make such an impact, is you are bringing awareness and you are giving the knowledge so that people can choose to stay ignorant but not be ignorant. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
This journey that you started now, okay, it's just launching. Let's fast forward a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. When you start a business or an initiative, you start with an end in mind that benefits another person. What are you hoping to find a year, 3, 5 years from now that the consumer is experiencing when they start this journey with Trimsolin?
Well, first of all, what we did with Trimsolin is we put an entire program together. So we have 2 products. One is called Control and one is called Thermo. So the Control product is the product that controls your appetite and regulates the blood sugar levels. And the Thermo product is what does the thermogenic fat burning and has ingredients in it that also increases energy, mental clarity, and helps lower the blood sugar levels as well. We then take these two products, incorporate it with an incredible eating guide, which is very significant because this becomes a lifestyle. What do I mean by that? Generally speaking, when someone wants to lose weight, they've got to go to their spouse or their significant other and say, listen, honey, I'm sorry, but I'm going to be losing weight. Do you mind eating this type of food for a certain period of time? That is not the case with us. This is an eating program. So the only difference is the person that is on the Trimsulin program, because of the products that they're using, is going to have a desire to eat less. So we're having the same dinner, the same meals, whether it's a husband and family and a wife sitting at the table. The only difference is they're eating less because of the products. So when you ask me that question long term, I see the Trimsulin program becoming a household name.
I agree.
We have a patent on the control product. We have intentions to take it nationwide and then take it international. We're the only company that will have this product. It's very, very unique. As with all of our products, they come with an unconditional money-back guarantee. This is a product that is healthy for you. It's good for you. You take it as long as you need to lose weight, and then once you've lost your weight, if you just want to do maintenance, you'll take it once a day. So when you've got, the product is priced at $149 for a month's supply. So that's about $5 a day.
Right.
And that's someone on the program. So if you think about someone who's actually achieved their weight loss, they're going to be spending $250 a day.
Right.
I mean, that's very reasonable to maintain that level of health that you're going to be accomplishing.
You know, one of the things that's key is maintenance. I used to be a personal trainer. I still give personal fitness advice. People run into me at the gym. I'm a professional bodybuilder, as you know, right? And I know that the challenging part is not losing the weight. I mean, that's a challenge too. But if you get it on a roll and you gain momentum, your body wants to shed the weight. The key is maintaining the weight off. And that's where most people struggle. And that's been your experience with your products anyhow.
Yeah, and the Trimsulin weight loss program is designed to start working immediately. So unlike people taking alternative weight loss options where they're not going to expect anything for 8 weeks to happen, within the first 2 weeks, you're going to feel absolutely fantastic. Energy, mental clarity. You're going to start noticing a reduction in your appetite and your hunger. But you've got to remember, this is not a diet.
Right.
Yeah, it's called the Trimsulin weight loss program, but it's a lifestyle because you're eating real food. You're not counting calories, fat grams, or carbs. You're eating regular food, and you're just eating less of it because of the dynamic effects of these plant-based products that we have. One of the things we're excited about with this product is the results that we have seen already. Prior to the launch, we put this product in the hands of about 60 people to test prior to launching, and it has exceeded all of our expectations. So we're very excited about the results that people are getting on this. At the 1st of 2024, we're going to start our clinical trials where we'll be using placebo and real products under medical supervision to really get some validation to the effectiveness and how significant this product is. Once we get those done, then we're going to apply for the products to be incorporated into the physician's desk reference. So we've got very big plans for this, and we know we're onto something that's a very exciting time for everyone involved in First Fitness Nutrition.
Well, that's the reason why you're on the show. You know, we pride ourselves in the J. Maymi Talk Show to bring thrive-minded content that's going to change lives, and this is going to change lives already. It is already just in a few days of a launch, right? And it's going to continue to do that for many, many years